Well, how y'all doing this morning? It's 3:30 a.m. here in Little Rock, Arkansas. I made some videos yesterday. I really caught some flack over them. But oh well, because there's stuff going on here that shouldn't be. Alright? Now, I made a short where I was paying my rent, and somebody kind of hinted around that, I was just making it look like I was paying my rent, because they didn't actually see me put it in the box. Well, to that person, you're young. I can understand you thinking that somebody might be trying to get out of paying their rent. But I'm a disabled senior citizen, honey, and I walk with a cane. And that little door that you have to flip open to pop your rent in is spring-loaded. It's very hard to get open. And I'm at the age where that don't even cross your mind. Okay? Being a disabled senior citizen, not paying your rent don't even cross your mind. You've matured to the point where you want to pay your rent no matter what. But they don't make it easy to pay your rent here. There's no direct deposit here. In the day and age that we live in, there is no direct deposit. Everybody that lives here has to either pay by check or go get a money order. Alright? I'd like to know why, especially in the day and age we live in, that they can pay to have a crew come out here with leaf blowers to clean the parking lot off. They can put in new lines in the parking spaces, but they don't have direct deposit. Now, like I said, I'm disabled. I don't have a car. So it costs me extra money to get out and go pay my rent. So to the person that made that comment, no. I pay my rent. I'm at the age where, yeah, I like the security. I understand you're young. But no, I don't play them kind of games. Somebody else made a comment that I shouldn't be mad at management. They're all gone on a holiday. I got news for you. Some people work on holidays. And on holidays, we live here. And when I called to leave a message about what was going on here, the mailbox was full, which should never happen. So I sent them a text telling them I pay rent here. Been told I can't have a grill here. As far as I know, and I didn't tell them this, but it's in my last lease, per the fire marshal, a grill is not allowed anywhere here on this property. But I left a text saying I just paid my rent. Been told I can't have a grill here. There's people here grilling at the pool right now, saying that you gave them permission to do that. Can you tell me why they're so special, please? Did I get a reply? No. Those people were here at least 2 hours after I sent that text. Did anybody show up? No. Do I grudge anybody getting away from this place on a holiday and enjoying themselves? No. But there's a thing called responsibility. Now, what goes on here is that the tenants are reprimanded for stuff like that. We are being told we can't do that. Certain things. But people are showing up here and doing it anyway, whether they live here or not. Alright? We got a notice saying that don't wear heavy shoes in your apartment. Be kind to your neighbor downstairs. Be quiet as a mouse. That must have been an isolated incident. Some things should be handled. as an isolated incident. Should everybody be reprimanded for that? No. They call themselves residential management, which means they're policing the people here, not the grounds. There's only one way in this parking lot and one way out, and the driveway at the bottom of the hill is big enough to put in a gate to where only residents can get in here with a security code. Is that happening? No. Neighbors that lived down the way here had their apartment broke in between 11 a.m. and noon, kicked in a window, went in, weekday, shot off a weapon, stole a bunch of stuff, and waltzed out of here. Management told me they were at the other end of the complex. But is that management's job? No. It ain't. When I moved in here, we had on-site security. And he did his job as far as security. I don't know about anything else. But he did walk this place, and he open carried, and if an emergency vehicle showed up here for some reason, he was all over it. Again, I have nothing against people having a day off for a holiday, but there's a thing called responsibility. Nobody replied to my text. Nobody thought it was a big deal. Apparently. But when my friends had their apartment broke into in the middle of the day, yeah, I'm like down on the floor taking cover because I'm hearing a weapon being fired. And they went to request footage on a camera that's at the bottom of these stairs. The camera was pointed at the dumpster. You know why? Liability. Because there's no longer security here. They evicted them people. Insult to injury. And they were good, quiet tenants. Paid their rent. But when you request camera footage, because there's supposed to be security here, and they won't produce it, it's a liability. And they became a liability, and they evicted them. Something needs to be done. You can't make a tenant's life a living hell, disrupt their pursuit of happiness in their own home because other people are coming in and out of here and doing stuff that may not even live here. And there's no cameras up to prove nothing because they don't want the liability. That's bullshit. Now, I was straight to the point, but I was polite. Can you tell me, please, why I pay rent here? And I can't have a grill here. But there's people down here saying that you gave them permission to grill? But nobody else can? We got a notification saying they didn't even want anybody smoking down at that pool because they didn't want the ashes getting into the pool, and there's people down there with a grill. Did anybody show up here? No. Nobody showed up here. But I guarantee you that the tenants will be blamed for that. That's not my job. Somebody said, well, call the fire department. They'll have them come and make them put it out. That's not my job. It is not my job to confront people out here, okay? There was other tenants standing out in front of their doors watching what was going on. There was a couple other of them that walked over there to look down and see what was going on. They put out a notification, no speeding in the parking lot. The last thing we want to do is put in speed bumps. Yeah, they put them in, guess what? The rent goes up. But is it because of a tenant driving through here like that? Or is it people that don't even live here that are showing up? Only one way in and one way out of this place. And a gate could be put down at the end of the driveway with a security code. To keep a lot of that stuff out of there, and if they do get in here, then if they come in with a tenant, then that tenant needs to be addressed one-on-one. Not everybody's doing that. That's not everybody's fault. Somebody's inconsiderate to their neighbors and go walking around in high-heel shoes, living above them. That person should be addressed. Shouldn't go out to everybody. Not everybody's doing that. It's not fair, and it's not right. There's no damn cameras here because they don't want the liability. We had somebody go on a shooting rampage here. I paid all kinds of money to have a background check to get in here. This person was a felon. Wasn't even supposed to be in possession of a firearm. How come management was aware of that? How come they was not aware of that? How come we have to pay more? How come restrictions are put on us for things that we are not even responsible for? And management ain't doing nothing about. Something wrong there. That's not right. Every time crap hits the fan someplace, all of us have to pay for it. All of us get reprimanded for it. I don't think so. I don't think that's right. And not a single person showed up here. And there was tenants here that was glad. Well, I sent a text because another tenant suggested that I did. Mailbox should never be full. If crap hit the fan here, we can't reach management. Can't reach maintenance. Can't reach anybody that's supposed to be in authority here. It is no wonder why management calls themselves residential management, because that's what they do. They go around managing the people that live here instead of what goes on here. Will new cameras go in here? I doubt it. They should, but they probably won't because of liability. Now, when the cat's away, the mice will play. Everybody knows when the office closes up there needs to be cameras here. If anybody's going to pull anything, it's going to be when they know they're not here. Somebody might take the attitude, if you don't like it, move out. That's easier said than done these days. Especially for seniors or disabled seniors. And this stuff should not go on. They are getting paid big bucks to manage this place, which includes the grounds, not just the people. Something wrong there. I don't agree with that. Somebody said, well, you shouldn't be mad at management. Why not? They're finding it easier to run the people rather than the grounds here. And when shit hits the fan here, you don't hear nothing about it. Like the guy that went on the shooting rampage. Whose fault was it that he was living here? Wasn't mine. You don't hear nothing about that. I'm sorry, don't agree with you. Something goes on here that shouldn't go on here, and management does what? Tightens up on the residents like it was their fault. Guess they gotta make it look like they're doing something. Y'all have a blessed day.